Carlee Russell and what we are expecting as far as this update 4 o'clock Central. Carlee Russell, 2 Thursdays ago, vanishes, saying that she saw a toddler on the side of I-459 in Hoover, Alabama. Pulls over her car. There's video of her vehicle. There it is right there on your screen, putting on her hazards, calling 911 on the phone with a family member as well. And as
Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another impromptu live. Okay, we just learned over on Hoover PD's Facebook page that they are planning to give us an update. Okay, at least I would believe that it's an update. Okay, maybe something different. Not sure exactly what they are going to be letting us know regarding Miss Carlee Russell, but in just a few minutes, okay, they will be doing another press conference, okay, regarding this investigation. I don't know what they could possibly tell us. What could y'all? I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say. Okay, that's all I know. I just know I'm looking forward to seeing what they have to say. Some part of me feels like they probably gonna come and be like, "Oh, we're just gonna not charge her," or whatever the case is, or they could be coming to say, "Hey, we finna charge her. She gonna have to talk to us," and we're about to get into some things. Okay, they might be choosing violence yet again. On this particular press conference, but I did pull up another channel during this time. They're going to be giving us like backstory and all of that as we're sitting here and we're just waiting on more details. Okay, we're waiting for everything to get started. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna listen to them and stuff. I was trying to pull up the boyfriend's statement because he said something about stop bullying this girl. And it's like, ain't nobody bullying that lady, or is they? You know what I'm saying? Like, who bullying her? You feel what I'm saying? Who's bothering this young lady? Let me get his thing up here. In the meantime, in between time, what's going on, everybody? Let me make sure that I put this up on another page. Give me 1 second. Make sure you guys are coming into the live, not just to be, I guess you would say, entertained by this matter, but make sure that you're coming in the live and you're showing respect for the channel by liking the video. You feel what I'm saying? And I definitely appreciate all of you guys. Okay, so let's get this up and out so the people know. Miss Carlee, girl, what you done went and did, honey? What you done went and did? I just want to get into this New York Post thing real quick, and then we'll put. Hold on, wait a minute. What did she say?
I know it's really the past week in Google search.
Oh, okay. I thought he was showing what her mama said.
Carlee Russell's story was true. After that press conference this past Wednesday.
Okay, cool. So he's not necessarily showing what she said, but let's see what the boyfriend was talking about real quick, y'all, as we sit up here and wait. Okay, I really got this guy playing for the most part because I want to know exactly when the live is going to start. I feel like the audio might be better on another channel versus on their Facebook page. I'm hoping alabama.gov goes live over on their not .gov but Alabama. I hope they go live on their YouTube channel because you can hear audio and things better over there with them. So prayerfully, God willing, honey, God willing, that they will decide to go live. But in the meantime, because they're not up yet, let's get into this article real quick. Do I have it? Let me see if I can share this tab. All right, cool. Let's get into this real quick while we're waiting. All right. This New York Post says Carlee Russell's boyfriend asked people to stop bullying her amid suspicious abduction claims. I find this to be very interesting just from the headline right out the gate, because for me, I'm like, your sister was coming out and she was saying something completely different, right? And your sister seemed like she was speaking on behalf of you, as though you like pissed the hell off because you're, embarrassed. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking. So it's just really interesting that you are coming out saying, to not bully her or anything like that. But like, it seemed like you was pissed off. I would think that you wouldn't care what the hell going on for real. But I guess you're a man that have a heart. So let's keep going. They're saying Carlee Russell's boyfriend is asking for people to stop harassing her online as more and more people, including those in her hometown, suspect that her kidnapping claims are a hoax because she left her wig behind. First of all, New York Post, first of all, it's giving messy as hell. Because y'all didn't even have to say that last piece right there, talking about some suspect that her kidnapping claims are a hoax because she left her wig behind. Who wrote this, ma'am? Jared Downing? Who wrote this? Because you messy for that, Jared. I'm going to look you up, Jared, because you ain't have to do it like that. Now, y'all want to talk about bullying, and then you just sat up here and open up the article with that last piece. People don't believe that it's a hoax because she done left the wig behind only. Hello, it's some more than that, but let's get into it. You messy, Jared. Anywho, the only thing I can say, and this is what Tamar said, he says, the only thing I can say is I want everyone to stop bullying her. I know what it seems like what she did, just stop bullying on social media. Now, I do think I think that it's perfectly okay for people to have their opinions about the matter. I get that. But when people are going to like her personal Facebook page or like her parents, I do kind of feel like that might be a tad bit too much. I do, because I think that takes it to another level of harassment. I know that we want answers, and I get it, and I understand that we may feel away. A lot of us don't want her to receive any punishment at all. And then you have those of us that's like, nah, lock her up, like give her the punishment, girl, give her the fine, make her pay, okay, period, because that's just what it is, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, I do think if people are going to her social media and stuff, that might be a bit too much. In my personal, just like I feel like it was a bit too much for people to go to her job and sit up there and give them all these horrible reviews because they hired her. Girl, they didn't know she was going to go fake a kidnapping all them however many months or years later of her working with the company. Girl, they over there trying to figure out how they finna get their money back from what she took out the register allegedly, honey. Okay, to be worried about her going missing for real, or faking something. So that's just that. But he goes on to say, think about her mental health. She doesn't deserve that. She doesn't. Nobody deserves to be cyber bullied. And I get that. I do. But some part of me wants to disagree with it's like this part. Like, I understand the bullying part, but then it's the like, think about her mental health part for me. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, I kind of feel like, did she think about other people's mental? You know what I'm saying? Did she think about the other people's mental while she was out here doing whatever she do? Like the mental that it was going to do to her parents and her family for her to fake this, whole thing. Did she think about that mental? Did she think about the other people that actually went missing and have yet to be found or were found unalive? She didn't think about that. Did she at least pay attention to the mental toll it took on the man in the movie she was watching? Taken? Did she think about it? She didn't. Okay, so I don't know about that part. That part right there got me. It's a little shaky. It's a little shaky for me, but I see where you're going with this, and I kind of see you, but then I'm a little cross-eyed because one of my eyes not looking that way. Okay, it's the not giving that. But I get where you're trying to go with this, sir. So then they say Russell, a 25-year-old nursing student. We already know the story. She vanished July 13th, was gone 48 hours, 49 minutes, or whatever the case was. We get it. We know that she was missing for a little bit. She turned up. A lot of people felt like the story just did not make any sense at all. I was willing to believe it, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, I really did not want it to be a hoax. I did not. I wanted her to be telling the truth. I wanted her like this to have really happened to her, but when the press conference came and Hoover PD came out and said what they said, and they validated all of the rumors, girl, that definitely flipped the switch for me. And it's like, where I've been over here writing, hoping that this was not true. And it turns out that, what the people were saying was true, that you was out here faking it. And I can't get with that. I can't. Like, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. And so you have to deal with whatever consequences come with that. So I'm wondering if that's what they're going to tell us at this press conference, if we're going to find out anything as far as like consequences, or if they've concluded their case and she will not be charged. Y'all have had a conversation with her, or what the case is. So I don't know. And it's very interesting because This literally just sprung up. This was something that like just sprung up. It just popped up. I had somebody at me over on Instagram, so shout out to you. I hop over on Facebook and I'm like, they just put this up like 30 some minutes ago. Like, they didn't make no previous announcement the day before saying that this was something they were going to do. They just said, boom, listen, Carlee Russell investigation press conference, 4 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is just where we at with it. So I don't know. I don't know if they found new details or if they spent this entire time working to probably find some charges that they could place on her in order to get her in and then start questioning her. I'm just as clueless as y'all. I know a lot of us want to know, girl, I'm just as clueless as y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and just play this other I'm gonna play this news story, let it run until the press conference actually goes down. All right. Oh, it looks like he's kind of done talking. So we'll just leave this up though. Let me switch my tabs real quick. All right. So this is where we are.
Live stream. We have now multiple feeds coming in. We have, of course, a lot of different cameras that are going to be in the room pointing at the podium for this press conference. I have access to multiple here in the stream center. We'll be taking the higher quality feed with the best video and the best audio so that you guys can have the best feed possible here in the stream center.
I hate to say it. I do want this case to wrap the fuck up. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I want this. Can we please move much quicker? And I know we can't get too much out of it because if she's not willing to talk, it is what it is. But it's like, let's not drag it, please. Like, can we move on? I ain't gonna lie. I'm slowly getting to that place. Like, okay, what else is going on? Can we close this case? And it's probably gonna take a long time. Who knows? But the last girl that sat up there, Chloe, just in May, who faked her own kidnapping for 24 hours, child. I feel like her process is moving right along with the little 11,000. I don't think she's gonna be paying just 11. I think that girl gonna be paying way more than 11,000. But I believe that she was likely gonna do jail time, but she had a good attorney because it looks like they're gonna give her probation for like a year and a half. And that might be the same thing that Carlee gets, right? She might be up to go to jail or whatever based on her crime, but if she has the right attorney, they might just give her probation. But I also read something earlier today. Oh, I don't think I saved it, y'all. I don't think I saved it. But this lady it said that she could possibly not do jail time due to a particular syndrome. And it was interesting how she was trying to connect this particular I don't know if it was fake something syndrome. It was some type of syndrome, she said, but it didn't necessarily connect directly to Carlee's case. But she was trying to say that might be something that attorneys use to kind of get her off to where she don't have to do jail time. But I still think it should probably be like some type of probation or something like that. And I guess the more I think about it, I guess Hoover's not just going to close this case as a whole. I think that they are going to use her as an example so people know to like, don't try us like that. Like, we take these things very seriously. Right. So, I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, but I don't know what kind of game Darkwing Duck is on today. I am looking forward to seeing what kind of suit he gonna have on. I will say that I am looking for that. See what he's gonna grace the people with on today. So we gonna see, honey.
In her sock was another detail that was added. Another detail that was provided. The 600 yards that Carlee Russell traveled as she was on the 911 call, as she was on the phone, as she was pulled off on the side of I-459 that night. We heard a lot of details, from officials, doubt as to whether or not a toddler, again, were 3 to 4 years old, according to Carlee, a white boy with clothes on but no socks, walking. Again, was that boy really walking 600 yards on the side of the road? Again, there's just a lot of details that were released over the course of that press conference this past Wednesday that just don't fit in with what Carlee told police with the initial statement.
All right, y'all, let's switch over real quick because I found the article that I was telling you guys about. It's actually called it's called false victim syndrome is what it's called. Thank you so much, Dean, for the super chat. The mom has the audacity to throw her a birthday party. Are we surprised? We shouldn't be. The mama also had the audacity to get her up there on that interview and then say absolutely she was abducted. There is an abductor out there. She got up there and painted her daughter more as the victim because of the vicious rumors, and then the rumors came out to be true the very next day. Girl, what's going on? We shouldn't be surprised, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Husband was giving it away the whole interview, but trying to support the wife because he didn't want to be a part of the foolishness because he already know what he got on the line and what he could possibly lose. Hello, job. But you know, yikes. I mean, some people were saying that they went to Atlanta, and I'm like, girl, how they went to Atlanta when they had a whole house of people at the house, like at the crib? Police probably told them they couldn't go no goddamn where. Ain't no telling, girl. I don't know. They probably been tracking them folks. I don't know. But let me get into what this article say real quick because I want y'all to hear what this lady was over here talking about. Okay. So the headline reads, false victim Carlee Russell needs help, not punishment, after disappearance more pathological than Sherry Papini. Now, wait a minute now. Who said that? Now, see, wait a minute. Now, I know I've been riding on Miss Carlee, but I'm going to have to be honest here. Don't sit up there and say that girl is more pathological than Sherry Papini, who carried her lie for years. For years, ma'am. That's what y'all not gonna try and do. Okay. Now, yes, she's definitely wrong, and you do the time or whatever the crime, do the time, all that other stuff, ma'am. But don't be trying to sit up here and trying to make it seem like she's worse than that lady. Now, I can see if you put her on the same level, but you're trying to make it seem like she worse. Like, girl, this lady left her kids and her husband. Am I stupid? Did I? Bro, what? Excuse me, and stayed with the man for God knows how long, only for her arse to return the day before Thanksgiving or the day after, bitch. You ain't get no good cooked meal when you was with this away from your family, and now you want to come and slide? Oh, absolutely not. Now, girl, I'm not gonna let y'all pass on that one. I'm not gonna do it. But let's keep going. They're saying a criminal psychologist has suggested there may be a key difference behind the disappearance of nursing student Carlee Russell and that of convicted kidnapping hoax orchestrator Miss Sherry Papini. All right. They're saying that of course we know all the backstory about Russell. Okay. I really want to get to the piece of what they were saying about the false victim. Let's go to is this it? I think this is it right here. If Russell's kidnapping is proven to be a hoax, it's possible that the 25-year-old could have a condition that some fake kidnappers are known to have after an evaluation. Okay, this is what they saying. There is a condition called false victim syndrome. Now, girl, I gotta look this up because I'm like, girl, what is that? What is that? So let me go ahead and see if I can search that, honey. Okay, but let's go back. So they're saying that false victim syndrome is often found in stalking cases. Hold on, wait a minute.
Is going to be the one to call on you guys. Okay, so just make sure after he recognizes you, just to give your name and affiliation, so we know who you are. Okay, appreciate it. So a couple of minutes. We'll go to 2 minutes, and I go grab them.
All right? Okay, all right, cool. So let's switch over, okay, back over here to get into this article. So they're saying that false victim syndrome is often found in stalking cases. And that's what was interesting because I'm like, girl, now that got me thinking about you. Did Joe have a false kidnapping syndrome the way he was over there stalking people throughout that show? I don't know. But anyway, stalking don't compare to kidnapping over here. I don't think it's necessarily, I don't think that would apply to me. And if the person is stalking, why would you not call it some type of false stalking syndrome or something versus, well, no, they call it false victim syndrome. So, but how would that connect to fake kidnappers? Like, I'm confused. Fake kidnappers are known to have after an evaluation. How? When false victim syndrome is often found in stalking cases. Maybe they found some in kidnapping cases. Anywho, the professor said that an individual will often claim that someone has been following them around and disrupting their life, but it turns out through an investigation, through a lot of expenditure with respect to police resources, that it never really happened. But see, this is why you cannot apply that to this for me. This is why this is not going to apply because of all of the activity that happened prior to this young lady going missing. So everything that happened leading up to her going missing appears as though she planned this. So this whole false victim syndrome, if I was the opposing attorney, girl, I would break that whole thing down as to why that does not apply here. You can use it over there, but you're not going to use it in this case, in this trial. I'm not gonna have that. Okay. That's just what I'm thinking. All right. So let's see. In those cases, according to this doctor, the victims are often never charged, even though it's a crime to create a stalking hoax. Of course, it's a crime to do that, but these people are never charged because after evaluating them, it turns out that they're psychologically disturbed. She may never be charged. We shall see. Nothing may ever happen to her. We shall see. We just never know. Let me make sure my audio is back. Can y'all hear me? Because I think it went mute at one point. But okay. Okay. So y'all, okay, I don't know when it went mute. Let me see. I don't know the last thing that you guys heard. Looked like it went mute for like a good little minute. Sorry, y'all. I will see if she had prior mental health issues and was off her meds, and that's what my thing is. I feel like they may try and use that to her advantage and try to get her off. If her friends are saying from the past, like this is something she always does, she's always tried to plan this or whatever like that, it might work in her favor to kind of get her off. So we shall see. I don't know. Let me pull him back up on the screen real quick.
After the press conference concludes, what we'll be doing, again, is breaking down the latest developments in this case. So again, this is live from Hoover, Alabama. I'm monitoring your comments, your questions here on social media. I see you joining us here on Facebook Live, on YouTube Live as well. I see the tweets coming in. You know, it's interesting. I say tweets, but are they X's now? You know,
that's a whole nother thing right there.
Did we really need to rename Twitter? Was that necessary? You know what? Maybe we'll talk about that more at the end of this live stream. The most important pressing matter, of course, is this Carlee Russell press conference that begins here from Hoover, Alabama. Again, police officials, government officials are going to be speaking here, and our coverage continues after the press conference takes place here on WFLA Now. You can read the latest on this story on WFLA.com, WFLA app. This feed coming in from our next star sister station, WIAT CBS 42, providing us with this live feed. And again, we were given the 2-minute warning. So if you're looking for the live feed, that's going to, again, or the press conference, it will begin here momentarily.
We shall see. They
I'll
did
be
say
muting
in
my
a few
microphone.
minutes.
I'll be back here after the press conference concludes on WFLA Now.
I don't know. We're going to see. I'm looking forward to this because I'm like, y'all going to charge her? Y'all not? What we doing?
Good
Y'all closing the
afternoon. I'm
case?
Captain Keith Suscaleba with the Hoover Police Department. We're here today to provide an update in the Carlee Russell investigation. Chief Nick Durzis will read a prepared statement that will provide an update in this case. After reading the statement, we will have time for a few questions related to the case. Keep in mind, This is still an ongoing investigation, and there are some questions we simply cannot answer at this point. With that, I'll turn it over to Chief Thurston.
Okay.
Thank you, Captain. Yes.
Good afternoon. Thanks to everyone for attending again today. I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case. Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing. We helped you determine where Carlee was during the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today, I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone during the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
Okay.
All right, with that, we'll take a few questions. As Officer Hale said, when I call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610 100.1 FM Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time, or does the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carlee Russell during that 49-hour period that she was supposedly missing?
Now, as I said the other day, was talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBT 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I think only Carlee knows, and maybe her attorney now. But again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
For ETO WBRC, can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
That would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
CBS 42, can you update us so that there is a meeting scheduled for this afternoon with the family, or
No.
when is that meeting?
Yeah, no, not a meeting with the attorney, not the family or Carlee. We have a meeting scheduled with the attorney, and that will take place some point tomorrow.
And there is no meeting with Carlee Russell or her family at this point?
Not scheduled, no, sir.
For you chatting with Fox 6, what's next to close this investigation?
Well, again, we want to talk to Mr. Anthony tomorrow and see if he has any more to discuss about the case. We'll certainly be asking if we'll get an opportunity to again interview Carlee like we've wanted to since she returned.
Chief Stephen Quinn, ABC 3340.
Yes, sir.
Your reaction now, knowing that Carlee has admitted that this was made up?
Well, I'm glad that we got this. You know, we certainly laid the facts out to you guys and to the national media that had a lot of interest in this particular case. The sad thing is that again, there were so many people that were involved, took this thing very, very seriously, and again, we wanted the focus to be bringing her home. She got home. We're very excited about that. It is what it is. The facts, I think, last Wednesday pretty much showed that we knew that it was a hoax.
Lisa Crane with WBTM 13. Do you know the expense you went to during this search? And if you don't have a dollar figure for us, just how big it was for you guys?
Well, it was all hands on deck, and we don't have a dollar figure yet, but we're certainly working towards getting one, and not only ours, but there'll be other agencies that had a lot of support that they gave us, and had monetary expenses themselves.
Jonathan, with JLR investigates, are the parents under any investigation?
You know, as I said the other day, we were going to try to determine exactly those 49 hours. So right now, you know, anything's on the table. We still don't know what happened to those 49 hours, where she was. Did she have any help? We have no idea. You know, I read the statement from Mr. Anthony. That's all we know.
Keith Mims, WAGG 16, Summit Media. Chief, let me ask you this. What do you think prompted or provoked Carlee to do this kind of thing? And are there any kind of mental issues that the police department or the public should be concerned about, or just what?
You know, not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's, you know, this was an elaborate deal. I mean, when you talk about calling a 911 and being up on the interstate, again, it would all be conjecture. So really, I don't know. I was hoping that we'd have an opportunity to interview and we'd be able to ask her those questions.
Were any others involved in putting this story together for her?
Mr. Anthony, in his statement, says there was not.
Liviana Calmes, WBRC, Fox 6 News. You said that you had a meeting scheduled and it kind of switched into a statement. Did they give any type of reason that switched?
No, they did not.
Back here.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBTM 13. Just for clarification, Carlee Russell is not in custody right now.
That is correct. That is correct.
Last question with David.
David Lamb, once again. So first of all, when did you actually see this letter? And second of all, do these admissions and the content of the letter alter the investigation at all?
No, not at all. We'll continue to investigate. We're still trying to determine where she was during those 49 hours. But I am glad that we received this. It at least puts some of the social media super sleuths hopefully at rest for a little bit as far as the conjecture of what everybody thinks took place. We know that by her own admission, it didn't happen. Ooh. And you know, we're thankful for that.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
BITC motherfucking H. Girl, if I was your mama, if I was your motherfucking mama, Carlee, I'll still be on your ass. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, little girl? I would still be tearing that ass up. Do you understand? You got me down here to the Today Show looking like a motherfucking fool, over here standing strong, knowing that you was adopted, and your dumb ass daddy over here like, she was. No, she wasn't. Yes, she was. Yeah. No. Like, girl, what? And your daddy knew? Your daddy knew what was going on? Well, I'll still be tearing that ass up. Let me tell you something. These folk finna think that your mama was in on it. What was the question? Because I'm going to run it back. Y'all know one thing about it. I am going to run it back. Understand that. But what they asked her, they asked something about will the fam, like, are the parents dealing with any criminal charges or whatever the case is? And he was like, well, you know, at this time, basically the man said anything is motherfucking possible. We still don't know where the hell she was in the 49 hours. So America is trying to understand, ma'am, okay? And I don't really want to hear too much, okay? Because if y'all people feel like she shouldn't get no harsh punishment, girl, you shouldn't even be over here on the live watching Nathaniel, okay? Nathan and Nathaniel is what you shouldn't be out here for that. But girl, listen. If your ass was not at no Red Roof mother inn, and you wasn't at the hotel, where was you at, bitch? Where the fuck was your antennas? Okay, when they was down there doing the search, where was your antennas at? Because now it's gonna make people shift. Since you want to say ain't nobody help you, oh, somebody helped you. Somebody helped you. The sad part is that people are now going to blame your parents and feel like your parents are the ones that assisted with the bullshit. For you to just walk home and walk into their arms, and then your mama over there trying to overact. No, she didn't get booked for Tyler Perry play, honey. No, he said she will not begin to call back. Do you understand? Because the acting was poor. Sitting up there like, she just went through just. Girl, we knew she was lying at the shook of her damn head and at the shook of your daddy head. We knew what the hell was going on. But girl, first of all, Carlee, some part of me appreciates you coming to the front and admitting that this was a hoax and that this was fake. And that this would, thank you for just admitting that this is exactly what it was. And I feel like your attorney told you, girl, they probably gonna charge you. I'm just gonna keep it real. Okay, as your attorney reclines, sat back in that chair and cross, because y'all know how the attorneys do, where they gotta cross that one leg when they sit back and they let you know. I'm just gonna be real honest with you, Russells. This shit can get real serious, okay? But you done fucked up in so many words. And the nicest way that they can let your ass know. The best thing that I think is going, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, then they lean forward on your ass, right, to convince you. Here's what we're going to do. I think that it would be best if you would just, I think we should just tell the truth here. I think once you come out and you accept and admit that this was a lie instead of avoiding police and things, I think it's going to ease some of that, energy that a lot of the public is giving you. Okay. So if we could just ease a little bit of that, okay, get you in with the police, let me tell you, because you don't want to play with these guys. I work with them a lot. Okay. I know a lot of those guys down there, Hoover PD. I know a lot of the attorneys in the DA office. Listen, you want to really just be honest is what you want. Okay, if we want this to be in your best favor, they might, based on the history of fake kidnappings, there have been charges to come forward. But if we handle this the best way and just with honesty, and you definitely have to show remorse, okay, that's going to be a very big thing when it comes to court and trials. They really want to see remorse, okay? So if you definitely show that, I think we could turn this thing around. I think we can do that, but you have to be honest with your story, Carlee. You're not going to be able to continue to run from this. Okay, girl, that's the whole spiel they gave your motherfucking speech. That's what they told you. And he told you right. He told you right. And some part of me feels like he needs to slide a small percentage over there to Eric Guster. In my personal opinion, I say that because he threw y'all a bone the other day when he did that interview and told y'all what it is he would do if he was your attorney. And I wish he would have told you a motherfucker thing. You hear me? This your case, but you might want to slide that man a little check or something, take him out to the highest, expensive restaurant that y'all zoo got out there. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm thinking. Because he threw you some other bone. But that's what Mr. Emory Anderson did. Came to the front and told that hoe to keep it real. Keep it real with your dog no matter what. Preach is what had said. Okay? But I just kind of feel away. And then, first of all, girl, it's the fools that you have made around you. You have made a fool of your boyfriend. Girl, his timing is always poor. It's always giving poor. It's what it's giving. Oh, she has been through a lot these past few days. You know what I'm saying? She has been through a lot. She was actually fighting for her life. She was fighting. What he said, did I delete it? Didn't you say she was fighting for her life, sir? She was fighting for her life. She was kidnapped. And then your sister came out here and she blasted him. Then your sister come out and blast that ass. And then what happened, sir? What happened? What had happened, sir? What happened? Huh? When she came to blasting on them hoes, what did you do? Huh? You came out and told the people to ease back. Don't be bullying. Back. Give me 50 feet. That's what you said. You said back the back. And it's just so funny to me how this case has been playing the hell out. You said back, get her 50 feet. Don't be bullying her. And then she come back and said, sorry, I lied to you, Martin. I just didn't want to go to Arizona. Like, that's what it was giving. Sorry, I lied to you, America. I was just trying to get that attention. What's going on, ma'am? What is going on? Absolutely not. She made a fool of you too. Made a whole fool, told y'all it was all a lot. Come on, Carlee. Come on, Carlee Red. Where you at? Girl, because the Carlee's definitely, girl, it be Carlee and don't it?
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
It was all a lie. She lied. And I'm glad she came to the front and admitted that she lied. But I hate that she made y'all look like a fool. I think she made a lot of people look like a fool. The people that wanted to support her all the way down to the ground, even believe the aliens did it. Hello, I'm here. And her mom and them getting up there on the screen with these tears. But when that man said, what he said, no hotel, the DA has to make the decision on filing charges, baby. They trying to prepare the best case possible to give to the DA for them to file charges on your. I'm just telling you, and your attorney knows this, which is why he had that conversation with y'all to let y'all know how this is gonna go and how this is gonna work. Okay. And then now for him to not even admit that your parents had nothing to do with it, he pretty much said anything is possible. Good. What? Good. Now he over there, because what I take from that is that he likely believes that he thinks that they could possibly be involved, because if she wasn't at the hotel or nothing, where the hell was she at? Girl, if you can't go to Bella Noche's, then where the hell can you go? Bitch, we trying to find out. Was she at Bella Noche's? Where was she? We don't know. We trying to find out. Where's she go? I'm just trying to know what was she doing? Barry Singh, okay? So we just go again. It's an open case. I am kind of glad though that it's kind of wrapping up a little bit, right? I feel because she admitted that she lied. The crazy part for me was they were supposed to have a meeting with Carlee. Attorney said, scratch that. Y'all ain't meet with her. Y'all gonna meet with me. What? We ain't asked you for that. And I loved how he said, we're going to continue to press what it is that we want. Okay. We're going to press what it is that we want. And what we want is to still have a sit down with her. And I guarantee you the attorney is going to be present. But first of all, here's the other thing for me, baby. How is it that she didn't even get to show her, like she didn't even come to the front to address her? She sent a statement by way of her attorney. And the attorney told y'all to read it. Y'all didn't request that the attorney bring his ass down there so he could be on camera to at least give the statement on behalf of his client. Y'all said that's fine. Girl, I guess it was fine. She, after her not talking to y'all, it was like, girl, we'll take anything. Go ahead and send it over. Yeah, send it. Go ahead and email it over. We'll read it because there's something better than that at this point. Because if she ain't gonna talk, we'll let the paper talk. So just send it over. Girl, they would have had to come down yonder. Come down yonder and get his statement the same way I had to come down yonder and search for your ass. Come down yonder then, man. You done call all the dogs out. You don't want to face the dogs that you called out? You don't want to face them? Okay, I guess that's why you lured up. Do what you got to do. I ain't mad at him, Mom. I probably would have got an attorney too, honey. But girl, you started up here and played in America's face. Girl, then you got the man over here still talking about some damn. Stop bullying. Nobody deserves that. Think about it mental. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. She should have been thinking about everybody else mental. The people, her family that she was going to put through this bullshit, and how the community was going to look at them once she pulled this bullshit. Okay? This is an able-bodied woman, and y'all still sitting up here talking, so no, we're going to give her grace. We really have to think about the way that we, punish Black women. Girl, go away from me with that bullshit. Okay? Go away from me with that. Girl, a lot of people that's within one community do not stand together on a lot of other subjects. So you're not finna get me on this here. Period. And I said what I said and don't really care no much about how nobody feel. Because if you do feel away, this ain't the video you should be watching. Right? Because if you feel like she shouldn't be punished or nothing should happen or whatever, then you shouldn't even be trying to find out what's going on. Because you should have moved on, right? So, and if you're so over it, which I do understand, because I'm getting to that place too, then get you a platform if you don't have one. Or use the platform that you have to talk about the other ladies that's out here missing and the other crime stories that are out here. That's just how I feel about that. I've done it. You should do it too. Anywho, girl, let me see. Listen to me. On God, literally lives inside of me. Would love to meet them someday. Like lives inside of me for sure. But let's go ahead and I'm gonna run it back. We're gonna run it back real quick. So let's do that. Let me get this off the screen so we can run it back and see what Big D had to say. Chief D, ain't that his name? Dervis, ain't that how you say it? Let me slide over here and get him right back on the screen, girl.
Today, I want to thank the members of our department and all of law enforcement who played a role in the investigation of this case. Last Wednesday, July 19th, we held a press conference and provided you with the facts of the Carlee Russell disappearance. We told you the investigation was ongoing We hope to determine where Carlee was during the 49 hours of her disappearance. Today, I've talked to and received a statement from Mr. Emery Anthony, attorney for Carlee Russell. Mr. Anthony has scheduled a meeting for Carlee to meet with investigators early this afternoon, but then I received an email stating that a statement was being provided by him on her behalf. Mr. Anthony asked that I read the statement in its entirety, which I will do now. My client has given me permission to make the following statement on her behalf. There was no kidnapping on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. My client did not see a baby on the side of the road. My client did not leave the Hoover area when she was identified as a missing person. My client did not have any help in this incident, but this was a single act done by herself. My client was not with anyone or any hotel with anyone from the time she was missing. My client apologizes for her actions to this community, the volunteers who were searching for her, to the Hoover Police Department and other agencies as well, as to her friends and family. We ask for your prayers for Carlee as she addresses her issues and attempts to move forward, understanding that she made a mistake in this matter. Carlee, again, ask for your forgiveness and prayers. We have a meeting scheduled with Mr. Anthony to further discuss this case. We're currently in discussions with the Jefferson County District Attorney's Office in Bessemer about possible criminal charges related to this case, and we will announce those charges when and if they are filed.
All right, with that, we'll take a few questions. As Officer Hale said, when I call on you, please state your name and your affiliation. Yes, sir.
Keith Mims, WAGG 610, 100.1 FM Summit Media. Chief, do we at this time, or does the Hoover Police Department know the whereabouts of Carlee Russell during that 49-hour period that she was supposedly missing?
Now, as I said the other day, was talking facts and everything. If I said anything today, would just be speculation. Actual facts, we do not.
Aaron Llewellyn, WBTM 13. Can you tell us what her motivation was for doing this, if you can?
I wish I could tell you. I think only Carlee knows, and maybe her attorney now. But again, the statement that we received from him does not indicate any.
For ETO WBRC, can you give us an idea of what charges you may be filing against her?
That would strictly be up to the district attorney's office.
David Lamb, CBS 42, can you update us so that there is a meeting scheduled for this afternoon with the family, or
No.
when is that meeting?
Yeah, no, not a meeting with the attorney, not the family or Carlee. We have a meeting scheduled with the attorney, and that will take place some point tomorrow.
And there is no meeting with Carlee Russell or her family at this point?
Not scheduled, no, sir.
Bria Chapman with Fox 6. What's next to close this investigation?
Well, again, we want to talk to Mr. Anthony tomorrow and see if he has any more to discuss about the case. We'll certainly be asking if we'll get an opportunity to again interview Carlee like we've wanted to since she returned.
Chief Stephen Quinn, ABC 3340.
Yes, sir.
Your reaction now, knowing that Carlee has admitted that this was made up?
Well, I'm glad that we got this. You know, we certainly laid the facts out to you guys and to the national media that had a lot of interest in this particular case. The sad thing is that again, there were so many people that were involved, took this thing very, very seriously, and again, we wanted the focus to be bringing her home. She got home. We're very excited about that. It is what it is. The facts, I think, last Wednesday pretty much showed that we knew that it was a hoax.
WBTM 13, do you know the expense you went to during this search? And if you don't have a dollar figure for us, just how big it was for you guys?
Well, it was all hands on deck, and we don't have a dollar figure yet, but we're certainly working towards getting one, and not only ours, but there'll be other agencies that had a lot of.
Boom. The fact that he sat up there and he said that the DA will be the ones to make the decision on the charges. And I believe this is the second time somebody was asking him a question about the money and giving a figure or whatever. And he says that they are still working on that or something like that. Like they are getting those numbers together. So girl, you're gonna have to pay. A fine is coming. A fine is coming. Then now he's saying, that's why I love when they kind of like re-ask questions, because he may not answer it on the front end, but at some point he's going to answer. And I like that. And girl, you're gonna have to pay. And he also is waiting for the other agencies to get their money to getting their list together on how much it costs for them to search, because they're gonna jumble all that up and give it to her. So I do feel like charges are indeed coming. That's why the investigation is continuing to be open. They're still looking to hear her so they can analyze everything and make sure that, look, no charge is left under a rock. But it's just what I think, girl.
A lot of support that they gave us and had monetary expenses themselves.
Jonathan, with JLR investigates, are the parents under any investigation?
You know, as I said the other day, we were going to try to determine exactly those 49 hours. So right now, you know, anything's on the table. We still don't know what happened to those 49 hours, where she was. Did she have any help? We have no idea. You know, I read the statement from Mr. Anthony. That's all we know.
He think they possibly got something to do with it.
WAGG 16 Summit Media. Chief, let me ask you this. What do you think prompted or provoked Carlee to do this kind of thing? And are there any kind of mental issues that the police department or the public should be concerned about, or just what?
You know, not that I'm aware of. I mean, it's, you know, this is a very elaborate, this was an elaborate deal. I mean, when you talk about calling a 911 and being up on the interstate, again, it would all be conjecture. So really, I don't know. I was hoping that we'd have an opportunity to interview and we'd be able to ask her those questions.
Were any others involved in putting this story together for her?
Mr. Anthony, in his statement, says there was not.
Liviana Calmes, WBRC Fox 6 News. You said that you had a meeting scheduled and it kind of switched into a statement. Did they give any type of reason that switched?
No, they did not.
Back here.
Did you ask?
Just for clarification, Carlee Russell is not in custody right now.
That is correct. That is correct.
Last question with David.
David Lamb, once again. So first of all, when did you actually see this letter? And second of all, do these admissions and the content of the letter alter the investigation at all?
No, not at all. We'll continue to investigate. We're going to still try to determine where she was during those 49 hours. But I am glad that we received this. It at least puts some of the social media super sleuths hopefully at rest for a little bit,
Super
as far
sleuths.
as the conjecture of what everybody thinks took place. We know that by her own admission, it didn't happen. And, you know, we're thankful for that.
All right. Thank you guys very much.
Child, listen. Girl, you done did it now. I don't even know what else to, that's all I can say. You done did it now, honey. Thank you, Deborah, for the super chat. What AKA is talking about? They still claiming, sis? Listen, good question. I'm wondering, now that she has come out with this statement to admit that she faked her kidnapping, is that grounds? I don't know. I have to, you know, I don't know if my bestie would tell me, but she's like, AKA. As a matter of fact, I haven't got her thoughts on this and how she felt about it, so I should hit her up and see what she think. I don't know, but I'm be like, girl, can you let me know? Like, if y'all decide to kick out, now y'all gonna make a public statement, what y'all gonna do? But anyway, Miss Cookie, thank you for the super chat. She needs to walk down the street with people chanting shame like they did Cersei Lannister, BIT. I'm just thinking about that scene, and that's why I'm shaking my head, because it's hilarious. This is ridiculous. I miss Game of Thrones. Damn. Thank you for the super chat. The super chat. Yeah. So we just gonna have to see. I would hope that before the month is out, the Alpha Kappa Alpha ladies come to the front and say something, whether they support her, whether it's no. And I'm talking about not just the members of AKA, I'm talking about national headquarters. Like, girl, we know y'all see this. We know y'all don't act like y'all don't see it. We know y'all see it. So what y'all gonna do about it? Is that grounds to be put out, or is that grounds to be? I don't know if they'll put her out. They might. I don't know. I don't know how their sorority works, but they might, like, I don't know, suspend her or something. Maybe she'll be suspended. You know, who knows? I think some of the K's probably want her letters like removed. I don't think they really want to be affiliated, but I don't think that's everybody, right? Just some people, right? Okay. But yeah, so I don't know, y'all. This is just where we are. Let me see if there's anything else regarding this matter, because I don't really got a whole lot else aside for the fact that she just made a fool out of a lot of fucking people, especially their boyfriend. Like, boy, The thought that's coming to my head is a simp, but I'm not going to call him that. Although that's a thought that's coming to my head, I'm not going to say that that's what he is. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to believe her. He wanted to support her. And I can't really blame him on that. But I also feel like it's just best to just don't even say nothing. Just be quiet. Just let it be whatever it's going to be, honey. Especially when you got your sister out here dragging her, ready to headbutt the fuck out of her. And this is what your sister said. So why would you then get back on the internet and talk about some nobody deserves that, only for Carlee to come to the damn front and then tell y'all it was all a lie? I lied. It wasn't no baby. What she said? Because I had to retake them notes. It was no kidnapping. It was no baby. She stayed in Hoover. She had no help. I do not believe that. I do not believe I definitely believe she had help, because I saw somebody's video on TikTok and they went to the location of where Carlee was and they literally went through the woods. Girl. And then there was like a trail that goes under the interstate. And I'm just sitting over here like, it is dark as hell at night. Where did she go? How did she just zoom off? Like, did you have your flashlight? You weren't terrified. You must know them woods or something. Like, where did you go? It looks like when the lady went through the woods, she could have either went to the left, which she did, which takes you to the trail under the interstate, or it looks like she could have went to the right. And if she would have went to the right, it looked like it would have led to the back of somebody's yard where you could just jump the fence or whatever. So I was just like, oh girl, so how did that work? Like, that's scary. Like, late, like that. It's dark. It was dark out there. But I guess if you had your flashlight, you must have had your flashlight, because you didn't have the flashlight on your phone because you left that, remember, and your wig. Girl, you really played this. You really acted this out. Carlee, if you wanted to be an actress, that's all you had to say. You didn't have to go and pull America in on this stunt. I mean, we appreciate the fact that we were able to watch it for free. Girl, it was definitely giving to be exclusive, and we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was giving, girl. But if you just wanted to act, that's all you had to say. You really ain't have to do all that. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay, you supposed to be getting paid for your acting, not having to pay people for your acting. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Sherry, you, and the other people. I don't understand it. But let's keep going. She apologizes, okay? And with the apology, I was hoping for I sincerely apologize. It was just given. She apologizes to Hoover, to the other Secret Service people that had came out and helped with it, and whoever else, the volunteers. She apologized. Like, that's not really an apology. That I don't feel like that's sincere. But okay, maybe you'll get a chance to apologize in their face when you had that meeting. They said she made a mistake. That's the key problem for me. This was not a mistake, okay? This was something that was planned, okay? It makes me think of pregnancy. You have some pregnancies that could possibly be a mistake. Possibly, oops, I'm going to keep it. And then you have some that were actually planned. Girl, this was too elaborate to the T, leading up to it for this to be a mistake. Don't say that in when y'all get to the trial, if y'all go. Don't say that in front of the judge. That's not going to pan out too well. They got a meeting with Anthony. We know that. Possible criminal charges. Listen, they coming. I do believe that. They may not be like major things that we may want, like super big. It might be just like a few things that she's going to be able to just write off and whatever and going on about her life. It might be something like that, but I definitely believe that a fine is on the way. We still ain't got no knowledge of them 49 hours, but one of the other key major things for me was him not ruling out her parents. And when he says that they're not ruling that out, it makes me think that he has evidence. Remember when he did the press conference last week, he said that he wasn't going to deliver everything because some of it was going to speak to the state of mind that Carlee was in. But also, I believe that he has enough evidence to likely want to believe that her parents could have had something to do with it. Because I feel like if you didn't believe that, it would have just been clear to say, nah. But he was like, nah, we still doing our investigation. Anything is possible at this point. And he gave an elaborate answer versus giving like a kind of like a no, and here's why. DA will do the charges. They're gonna meet with Anthony tomorrow. I wish somebody would have said, upon you meeting with Anthony, when and you possibly meeting with Carlee, when can we expect another press conference from there? Will it be impromptu like this one, or will it be, announced at a later time. So that's what I'm wondering. And then yeah, the chief said he was glad that she was honest at the end of the day. He glad that he got that far because like he said, which is why I chuckled. He said they pretty much knew when they came to us on last Wednesday that all of this was a hoax. Baby, they pissed. I know, I don't care. They pissed. I know they pissed. You done brought all this heat, gave all this national attention to these people. They gonna get you, girl. Now I don't know. I'm starting to think that she might be put up for like jail time, but I could see her getting probation and a very, very hefty fine. I definitely can see that. And I can't say that I wouldn't be okay with that. But yeah, so that's that, girl. She definitely gonna have to, she's going to have to receive the consequences of the actions. It's just really what it is. It's a sad situation, but that's just where we at with it. So good luck. All right. That's all that I have for you, girl. Good luck to you and your fake mom with the acting. Okay. Not that she fake. I don't know they like that to know she fake for real, but I know that the acting was. Okay. It was definitely giving every bit of fake. So we shall see, girl, because I just can't believe she made a fool of her mama and them to go there, take that up there on numerous interviews. And here's the gag. You said, first of all, we know your mama. Oh, she's been through a lot. Oh my God. Yeah, it is an abductor out there, but you won't let her talk to the people. I just can't. I can't. I don't know what else to say. I just can't. Like, y'all should feel stupid as hell. I'm just over here like, girl, you just play everybody. And high key, the gag is the fact that Carlee, that's why I don't want to hear anything about mental stuff. I really don't care. It's giving, she was sitting over there somewhere watching y'all as y'all was searching for her. And I said that last week and probably getting a kick out of it because, again, this was something that she planned. It was fake. Girl, this lady, and then you was watching these people be concerned about you. Got your friends all in damn interviews doing. I just hope that I just want her to be. Girl, you got your friends. Like, I was like, damn, that's fucked up. Your friends over here emotional and you over there chuckling somewhere. Girl, I can't. Like, anyway, she ain't care nothing about them black friends of hers, but y'all want us to care. Anyway, that is all that I have. I am Jamie. That's me. Okay, if you've yet to like the video, go ahead and do so. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, all that great jazz. Yeah, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, whatever. I'm Jamie. That's me. And I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one. Let me make sure. Okay, real quick. Thank you so much, CCB, for the super chat. She should have apologized to Anaya family separately. Do you hear what I say? Mama and daddy, on God, whole time you was playing. Now I need to hear what Anaya's mama has to say. She was trying to keep it real cute and classy, but now you got additional details and out her own mouth, kinda. Okay. Carlee apologized and she said that this was fake. And I want to say this for a lot of the people talking about, so Carlee never said that she was missing or that she kidnapped herself. So she never. Where are we going with that? When you say that stupid shit, where are we going with that? Because how many victims that go missing actually report themselves missing? Like the family always does that. So where are we going with that? So because y'all did not hear, hello, and then look, the Mr. Dervis said it last week, what Carlee told him. The mama said what Carlee told him, but then y'all still was talking about, so Carlee never said it. That was y'all. That was her family. Okay, so now that y'all did not hear Carlee actively say that this was fake, what you gonna do then? You just gonna be like, she didn't really say that. That's what her attorney said. Go away from me with this. Thank you, Dean, for the super chat. How you think this gonna affect her future jobs? I don't know. I don't know how it's gonna affect it, girl. We shall see. I mean, I think she could get a resale job without issue, but I don't know what kind of corporate job. As far as nursing, I don't see her getting that. I don't see her getting that no time soon. She gonna have to do a whole 360 or 480, whatever she gonna do a whole turnaround and probably do some community service. She gonna have to put in a lot of work, I think, to get a nursing opportunity. But who knows? Her family might be connected enough to where somebody's may have their own practice, their own little nursing company or something. They may give her a little opportunity or something like that. So I don't know. We'll have to see. I think she might have trouble, but we shall see. That records was probably going to hold her back if anything gets on her record and she's unable to get it off. That's what's going hurt her the most, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, guys, that's all that I have. And that's another reason why I'm like, we can wrap it up. We can wrap it up, girl. She gonna be an influencer. She gonna be an influencer. She went from 1,000 followers to 40,000. The boyfriend got over 50, and not only 50, but he also got that page verified. Hello, are you there? A verification. That's what he also went and got. And I think her following could be going up on Twitter and all of that. And I'm like, girl, after this incident, I really don't plan on keeping up with these people aside from whatever the news is saying, whatever Hoover PD is saying, whatever the court is saying. Like outside of that, I don't really care about no post. And next thing you know, girl, get them to the end of August. They're going to be over there promoting some shit that we don't give a damn about just because it's going to get them some money or something. But, you know, social media make anybody famous and anybody an influencer, child. So hopefully y'all have fun with that. As I said, good luck. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.